everybody, I got home from our last day of school yesterday, my last day of work yesterday for the year, and I have a couch full of gifts from students, from fellow teachers, and I thought it just might be fun to open some of them with you. So some of them I have already opened, but some of them I have not. And so I just thought it might be kind of fun if we would just sit down together, open these gifts, and just kind of talk through them, talk about giving and talk about gifts, and maybe you could get some ideas for gifting some people in your life. So I shared yesterday that I had given the teachers that I work with a card that was our family Christmas card, and then I also included a $5 gift card to Starbucks. And it's just so funny how we get in our heads about things, because in my head I'm thinking I wish financially I was able to do more, but I wanted to give something to every person that we taught with, and so that's getting up in numbers, and you start to feel like maybe I'm not doing enough. And then you realize that nobody is really looking at your gift giving as a dollar amount or a time investment, and it's on a scale, and you like don't measure up enough. I think there are very few people that are going to receive your gift and have that thought process. I know for me personally, when someone gives me a gift, I'm just thankful that I was thought of at all, in any capacity. And it could be a hand-drawn card, it could be a colored picture, it could be, a gift card. It really doesn't matter. So that was my heart behind showing this. It was not to say, look at all these cool new things that I got, and kind of feed into materialism, but more so just to say, like, it's fun to open presents. Let's open them together. My other reason for sharing it was just that maybe this would give you some inspiration if you have some people on your list that you want to remember, but you're not exactly sure what you want to get them. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so this first one came from a fellow teacher, and I just thought it was such a sweet thing. I had not mentioned to her that I needed a kind of tumbler or like a travel mug, but I do. The ones that I previously had have been damaged or whatever. So she got me this one, and it is like a ceramic, actually. It says Hello Winter, and it's got just some really pretty poinsettias or poinsettias. How do you say that? Growing up, we always said poinsettias, and I also hear people say poinsettias. But then it has this lid that will come out. So definitely fun for the season. She also gave me a pair of socks. These will work really great with my boots, and I don't even think she knew that brown is a color that I really like wearing. Maybe she did, but I really like wearing brown, so I don't have a pair of brown socks. And these are a wool, cotton, and polyester blend. And then lastly, she gave me 3 kinds of tea. So 3 different of the Bigelow brand to try out. So I've got the classic green tea. I have one called Whispering Wildflowers. This is like a stress relief one. And then this is the one that she said is probably her favorite. It's called Constant Comment. It's black tea, our secret recipe of orange rind and sweet spice. So I just thought that was a really, really thoughtful gift. All right, next up, one of my teacher friends has her own shop where she does hand lettering and signs and all kinds of things. She's very, very talented. I've shared before that she has these Advent cards, and I purchased those, and so it has like a daily scripture. I will link her shop down below. It's called Gloriously Restored. So they gave us one of their family Christmas cards. She also included this prayer journal. It is an ESV prayer journal, 30 Days on Wisdom. The artwork is by Ruth Chow Simons, and it's written by Erica Allen. So I'm really excited to get into that in the new year. She put this big paper clip on it, and attached to it she had this graphic of books of the Bible. So as you read a book of the Bible, you can kind of color it in, and you can keep this, in your Bible or in your devotion book. So I thought that was a nice touch. She also included this sticker that says, "May you never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me." It's a quote by C.S. Lewis. As I'm doing this, if you see any black on my hands, that's from doing calligraphy on my envelopes for the teachers yesterday. This is a stack of scripture cards that I believe came from her shop, so there's just a whole host of them here. And then she included 2 other little things. This is a Burt's Bees lip balm in Sweet Mandarin. I've actually never tried this one. You'll have to let me know if you've tried this one before. And then this is a pen. I asked her if it was one of her favorites, and she said it was. It's called, the brand is U Brands. So just a very sweet, kind of all around thoughtful, useful gift. This is a Christmas card, and I actually haven't opened this one yet. So sweet. So I got a Christmas card, which is funny. This was one of the designs that we've used in the past. So this is a family Christmas card, and then also we had school pictures done, so she gave me a little wallet size printout of our school picture, which is really sweet. So to go along with that gift, this is kind of our employer at school, so this is a little bit bigger. She got this tote bag. This is by the brand Harp and RA. I'm probably saying that wrong. So this is a nice tote bag. It has a lot of pockets on the inside and the outside, so that will be really nice for carrying to school or carrying to work. Oh, and then I have an ornament here with that same family picture. That's going to be really, really sweet to hang on the tree. I love that. That is so sweet. This is a calendar from Gloriously Restored, that company that I mentioned earlier. And she gave us these last year, so I've had it hanging on my fridge all year. So this will be one for the year to come. And actually, I didn't think about it until we were midway through this year. I've just been taking the pages off and just throwing them away as we get through them. But honestly, you could totally cut off the month part, and then you could use this as its own, you know, artwork and put it in a frame or post it up somewhere, put it on your mirror. So I thought that that was really neat. Every month there's a different song lyric, a different hymn, so it's really nice. And then the last thing in this packet, she makes really good iced coffee. I've mentioned that before. So she included some of the espresso powder that she uses, as well as her recipe for how she makes her iced coffee. So I'm gonna hold that there if you wanna take a screenshot of it. I don't think she would mind me sharing. And it is really delicious. She also gave us some of the Planet Oat Barista Blend oat milk to go with that. So I actually may make one of those this afternoon. All right, this next one I can sort of see part of the gift, but I haven't gotten to open it yet. I thought that the packaging on this one was so pretty and so nicely done. You really can make a gift look so nice just by adding ribbon. Like, that's it. Just adding ribbon can really elevate a gift. So I do have part 2 of my wrapping video coming very soon, where I'm going to be showing you the embellishments, and this is one of my biggest tips. All right, so let's open it up. So I have a very thoughtful handwritten card here, and she told me about how making a gingerbread house is one of their family traditions, and they kind of turn it into a competition, and it's very fun. So this is a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer gingerbread house kit. It includes pre-baked gingerbread cookies, cookie icing, glittery sugar, and candy accessories. So there's the front of it. And then here's kind of what is included. And here is the back. And then to go along with that, there is this adorable gingerbread tray that you can use to display your gingerbread house, or just display this on its own. It does say that it's food safe as well. Such a fun, unique gift. Very useful, very festive. Love it. This next one came from a student and was super sweet. They made their own taco seasoning mixture. So I have the taco seasoning here, and then they put some instructions here to add a 1/4 cup of this to a pound of ground meat. So very thoughtful, very useful, very healthy, because I know that this doesn't have preservatives and you know, some of the things that sometimes the packaged things can have. So they actually gave me this last year, I remember, and it was packaged differently, but it was the same concept, and we used it and loved it. So this is one of those that you could do very thoughtfully and very affordably. All right, this is one I actually have not opened yet. So let's open it together. I think this wrapping paper is so cute. I have a prediction of what it might be. I pushed the wrapping paper on accident, and I saw that it said it was some sort of nutrition facts. And last year, I don't know, I remember what people get sometimes, and I remember last year we got like a chocolate cake from Trader Joe's. I just have a feeling this might be like a package of assorted truffles from Trader Joe's, or like assorted candies. It's like a long skinny package. Let's see. No, I'm wrong. Oh my goodness, how fun. This is a giant candy cane. My kids are going to love this. This is so fun. I guarantee you that their kids were like, please can we get this? Please can we get this? My next one came from a music student. It is a bag of the Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark Chocolate Squares. And then to go with that, she gave me a handwritten card, which was so kind. And then in that is a gift card. This is one of those really neat gift cards that can be used at a ton of different places. So there's just a few of the places where you can use them. Let me know down in the comments, where would you use this one? That's a hard choice. I don't know, Panera Bread sounds pretty good. Cheesecake Factory sounds pretty good. It's always great whenever you can give somebody a gift card. And I was talking to a fellow educator about this, and I was asking them when I was feeling kind of insecure about my gift. I said, you know, a gift card kind of feels like a cop-out. When somebody gives you a gift card, do you feel that way? And she was like, no, I'm happy to have a gift card. So if you feel a little insecure about giving somebody a gift card, just know that it really is a fine gift, and most people are pretty excited to have a gift card, especially if it's for a treat for themselves or a night out. I already had a teacher message me and say, thank you so much for the Starbucks card. She said she normally doesn't get to treat herself, but she likes to from time to time when she's out by herself. So I don't know if you can get a whole Starbucks drink for $5. I guess it depends on what you order and what you add in, but she was grateful to have it. I got two different ornaments, one from a fellow teacher and one from a student. So my student got me this one. It's in a really cute envelope. Pretty packaging goes a long way, just remember that. And you don't always have to spend a lot of money to get it. And this is the ornament, so it's kind of shiny on one side and matte on the other. And the design is a snowman with this little snowy nighttime scene. It's very pretty. This would also be a pretty gift topper. I said I got two ornaments. That was wrong. I actually got three. So this was the one that was from a fellow teacher, and I love that it's wooden, but I also love how three-dimensional it is. You can see that there are 3 layers of wood there. So you kind of get this like diorama type situation where the picture kind of draws you in, and it's more of a 3D effect. And then this was a gift from a student that I feel sure they probably handmade, which is just so precious. And it also came with a handwritten card, which just melts my heart. That is so sweet. All right, we're down to the last couple here. I hope you're still hanging with me. So this is a nice basket of goodies that a student gave me. There are 2 navel oranges in here. Always love citrus this time of year. Some chocolate peanut butter no-bake cookies. There were more in the package. I have already eaten 2 of them, 3 of them since yesterday, and my kids have had 1 or 2. And then 2 packages of the cinnamon sugar candied pecans. I personally really love these. And then some Hershey's Kisses thrown in. All right, 2 more here. This was from one of my music students. So this is a package of sugar cookies. These are cookies from Winkler Bakery. This is the bakery at Old Salem. So if you've never been there before, they're pretty well known. They're pretty famous in the area. I think I'm saying this right. I think they're the oldest bakery in, maybe in America, at least in North Carolina. I'll have to double check on that. But I know that it is a bakery that dates back very far. And they're well known for their Moravian cookies as well as their Moravian sugar cake. So I'll link a video down below. We took a school trip there a couple of years ago, and I took video of our tour. I took videos in the bakery. It was a really nice experience. So this is a pack of their sugar cookies. And then, like I said, I didn't tell anybody that I needed a travel mug. This is the Awala travel mug. It is leak-proof and insulated and comfy to drink from, is what it says. It has a smooth sip spout. I think that the design on this is so lovely. And it's just Christmassy enough that, like, clearly you could use this at Christmas, but it's not so Christmassy that you couldn't use it for the rest of winter as well. And what my student told me was, she said, you could throw this thing across the room and your drink wouldn't spill out of it. So I said, that's definitely made for moms. And she said, well, that was my thought, that you could just throw it in your bag with everything else. So I love that I have 2 different options for like a hot drink, you know, and I can kind of choose them based on what I'm doing. on that given day. But that's so fun, and I do love the color green. All right, and lastly, one of my fellow teachers was so fun and creative. This was what I wanted to be this year and kind of do my hot chocolate kits again, but you know what? It's okay, it does not matter. She has bees, and so I have a jelly jar of her honey that her bees made this summer with a little honey stirring stick. Again, a couple different types of tea. These are Bigelow teas again, but they're not the kind that I already got. So I have so many different teas I can try. This is the herbal tea, the red raspberry. And this is herbal tea, lemon ginger, herbal tea plus probiotics. She included a card, and then also she made her own vanilla extract. Have you guys seen this going around online? You can take, I think it's vodka, don't quote me on it, but it's some type of alcohol, because that's what vanilla is alcohol and vanilla beans. So you take whole vanilla beans and just let it soak in the alcohol for like 3 months or something like that, and then you have your own vanilla extract. So I'm so excited to try this out. I would love to know if you have ever made your own vanilla extract. And then the last one, which I have to include because it is just too funny. My sister walked up to me and said, "Here's your Christmas card." And she handed me her family's Christmas card. And it was our family's Christmas card. We had used the same Groupon because she's the one who told me about it. And typically I am very extra with Christmas cards in that I will design 3 different cards and I will compare them and I'll really decide which I want to do. And this year I thought I just need to pick one and go with it. So I designed one card, I ordered one card, and this is our card, and her family has the exact same card. So we thought it was the funniest thing. The teachers that we teach with thought it was the funniest thing. So that's kind of a funny one to end on. All right, you guys, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. For me personally, watching people open gifts is kind of like a gift in itself to me. You know, I like to see what other people are getting, and it helps give me inspiration, but it also just helps to spread some joy and cheer. So I hope this video has done that for you guys. Please leave me some comments down below, and I would love to have some talks with you. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.